Welcome back, the greatest villain expert. So, I did a video of Valentine's Day, and it was amazing. And a bit hilarious as well, and a bit cute. So, well, yeah, whatever. So, I'm back for more villain videos, and here's villain number 46. His hobby is manipulating others. And he killed his brother Mufasa. This is the evil king of the hyenas and Pride Rock slash Lion Guard, former Lion Guard, Scar. Man, that lion has some fury and hate and jealousy. Even I've watched The Lion King. It was top Disney, number 2 of my favorite Disney films. So, Scar, born as Takar, is the main antagonist of Disney's 32nd full-length animated feature film, The Lion King, and subsequently reprised that role in the second season, The Lion Guard. He is Mufasa's jealous young brother and Simba's uncle. Simba's desire to rule Pride Rock drives him to enact a plot to kill both his brother and the nephew to leave himself the sole royal in line for the throne. So, in his debut, Scar is first seen after the presentation of his nephew, Simba, where he was confronted by Zazu and Leo Mufasa. After a brief argument between the two brothers, Scar leaves. He later tricks Simba into going to the elephant graveyard so that the 3 hyenas will eat him, thus putting his plan into action. But before they can close in and kill them, Simba and his friends Nala are saved by Mufasa, who scares off the hyenas. It's then shown that Scar watched the whole thing on top, and he is extremely angry and that his plan had failed. He then sings his song, "Be Prepared," revealing his intention to murder both Mufasa and Simba and claim the throne for himself. Scar then sets another trap for Simba by having him stay inside in a gorge while the 3 hyenas chase a wildebeest herd into the gorge, causing a stampede. But once again, Simba's saved by Mufasa. This time, however, Mufasa is injured and he winds up hanging onto the edge of a cliff. He looks up to see Scar and desperately begs for his help. Scar, seizing the opportunity presented by his brother's helplessness, grabs Mufasa's paws and sinks his claws into them. Scar then whispers, "Long live the king," to his horrified brother before hurling him off the cliff to his death. As Simba didn't see his uncle's action by throwing Mufasa, Scar manages to manipulate a devastated Simba into thinking Mufasa's death was his fault, and tells him to run away and never return. The minute Simba is out of earshot, Scar orders the hyenas to kill him, but unknown to Scar, Simba escapes. Believing Simba to be dead, Scar takes over the throne to the Pride Lands and he lets the hyenas take over. Though it would have seemed that Scar has finally achieved his goal in becoming the king of the Pride Lands and letting the hyenas hunt down whatever food they can, the Pride Lands start to grow barren due to overhunting over the years, causing many herds of animals to wander off. A drought also has stricken the lands, and both the lions and hyenas are complaining over the lack of food or water left for them to feed on. However, Scar completely ignores their pleas, as he still wishes to maintain his power of the lands. He also forbids anyone to say Mufasa's name in his presence. Yeah, he doesn't want anyone to say his name after what happened, because they still believe Mufasa was the king instead of Scar, which Scar doesn't want to hear because he never wants anyone to ever mention that name. Because he says he is 10 times the king Mufasa was. Scar later confronts his sister-in-law, Sarabi, over the lack of food. Sarabi suggests that the entire pride must leave the Pride Lands to survive since there is nothing left, but Scar stubbornly refuses to leave his kingdom. After Sarabi unfavorably compares Scar to his late brother, Scar loses his temper and brutally strikes Sarabi. Just then another lion appears to come to Sarabi's defense. Scar initially mistakes the lion for Mufasa, before discovering that he is in fact an older Simba, who had been convinced by Nala, Rafiki, and Mufasa's spirit to return to the Pride Lands. Simba confronts Scar and attempts to force him to resign the throne, but Scar manages to convince Simba into confessing about Mufasa's death. Scar backs Simba off the edge of Pride Rock. At the same time, a rogue lightning bolt strikes the ground before and lights the surrounding area on fire. As Simba clings onto the rock, Simba grabs his paws and sinks his claws into them like he did to Mufasa, and tells Simba that he was the one who did really killed Mufasa. Before Scar can throw Simba off Pride Rock into the flames, the younger lion manages to jump up and pin Scar down and forces him to confess to Mufasa's murder to the Pride by choking him. Scar then announces the truth, causing the rest of the Pride to rebel against him for his treachery. The hyenas come to the king's aid and attack Simba, and a fierce battle ensues between the Pride. However, not wanting to become the monster Simba refuses to kill Scar and instead banishes him from the Pride Lands and tells him to run away and never return. The same words that Scar said to him after Mufasa's death. Recoiling on this, Scar manages to ambush Simba by throwing burning embers into his face before attempting to kill him. The two engage in a vicious fight, which ends with Simba managing to kick his uncle off a Pride Rock to the ground below. Scar survives the fall. As he struggles to his feet, the hyenas arrive. Scar greets his friends in a pleasant manner, but to his horror, the hyenas reveal that they overheard Scar blaming his crimes on them by saying that they were the real enemy, saying that it was their fault, it was their idea. But Simba refuses to believe him because everything that Scar told him was a lie. So, the hyenas close in, leap up on Scar and rip him apart. As flames rise around them, it's implied that Scar was eaten by the hungry hyenas, both for his betrayal and his broken promises. Although he could also just have been mauled by his former sidekicks, and later burned to death. So, what do you think? Yes, Scar begs for his life when Simba is around, and he blames the hyenas for not killing him when Simba was young, even though he was young, except older. So that's it. And this, I'm going to say it again, his quote when he kills Mufasa. Before he kills Mufasa. Long live the king.